Remember, you like the stairs? What are you looking for? What did you find? What is it? Want to explore? Is it okay, Remy? Is it okay, stuff? Hey, my head looks shiny. Just got to Savannah, and this is the very first park that we made it to. Okay, let's go explore.
I don't feel like doing it. I just wanna lay in my bed. I don't feel like picking up my phone to leave a message at the tone. Cause today I swear I'm not doing anything. I'm gonna take my feet up, step out the fan, turn the TV on, put my head in my pants. Nobody gonna tell me I can't.
We found the sketchy steps. Oh, they weren't kidding. I don't know if those are up to code. Sorry. So if you want to stay right here, it's the Cotton Sail Hotel. We made it to River Street. And the bridge. The USS Savannah. Lunch and dinner cruises on the Georgia Queen. Yeah, puppy. Oh, there's another restaurant with the second story. There's something happening here. Where are we at? Tubby's. It's our first restaurant of Savannah. Peach martini. Oh, that is good. And I got the River Street Rita. Plates and napkins. This is our first time at Remy's Park. Can you hear the buggies? Head to the front. She doesn't know where to look at.
Very different type of lizard on the trash can.
Oh, really?
With like spiky little horns on it.
Oh, wow.
It looked like it was a salamander with spiky bumps.
Oh, what happened? It went away?
Want me to hold her now?
Okay, we made it to the very end of Remy's Park. Ready to go back? Okay, let's go back. Are we having fun? She's like, yeah, it's okay. Should you go for a walk?
Don't look at the left. We go on this.
Okay, day 2 at breakfast. Bagel and lox. Breakfast sandwich. Some coffees. And this is Savannah Coffee Roasters. Alright, just finished breakfast, walking back. Remember, you get to go to the railroad museum. Oh, want to get some video of you while you have your bows. Which way are you going? Let's go. Okay, we made it to the railroad museum. What do you see, Remy? Trains? It's okay. There it goes.
I think it's gonna pull up to those stairs.
Let's see. It's like, I don't know about that. What? Oh, that's cool. What'd you find, Remy?
He acts like she owns it.
I know, jeez. Remy, you want to go on the train? Up to you. Go. You like to explore. Go on. No? Go on this one? Nope. Is there any? Amy is turning me in circles. What do you see? What is it? You're tangled. Do you care? Okay, so this is all the different types of trains. I don't know exactly what all they are, but that one's a baggage. And then you have the ones over here. Okay, still day 2, walking to dinner. Walking to Wasabi's. Our wasabi food. Toro and yellowtail and salmon sashimi. That roll. That roll. Let's see. Stuffy, is your meal good?
The best one. I don't even know which one to end it on. And you know how this is a problem.
Salmon, toro, or yellowtail?
What should I do?
We haven't been on this street yet, so we'll check it out.
Midge.
What's that?
Clothing.
Oh. That's the post office. We're in Wright Square. This is the square that Steffi read about. This is what you read about?
Mm-hmm.
So that has moss.
Or this. Like, you would think it'd be at the center, but like.
You know, it's weird. There's Spanish moss there on that tree, but not on this one. And this is the north side that it said.
But at first, most people think she was the first.
We can see the. We made it to the cemetery that we're meeting at for the ghost tour, but we're a little early. We gotta meet at 8. What time is it?
I don't know. Let's see. 7:32. That's the wall. There's so much stuff I read about.
Why is there a wall of tombstones?
Then until I got that.
Oh, okay. Here's a spiky wall Steffi was reading about. I saw some graves that were 1812. Let's see if we can see any dates on these. $1839 on that one. Does that have a date on it?
Thomas. It wasn't Thomas. It was something with an R.
1808 on that one.
I'm so bad. Like, I'm like trying to skim through it as fast as I can. I don't remember the names.
I don't know if you can see the St. John's Cathedral through there. $1804. That's the oldest one so far. $1812. Is that kid real? Okay, good. $1823, 21. There's no plaque or anything that says why these are in here. It's so worn you can't tell. This one looks good. Oh, here's the oldest one so far. 1793.
"200 years ago, as a fortress, think of the line of defense as a wall of timbers to keep out invaders. When a non-white, non-Protestant passes away, they cannot legally be laid to rest in Colonial Park. They carry the coffin outside the boundaries of the lane of defense, and they bury their family members out in the woods surrounding the city. And for the first 100 years or so, this arrangement suited Savannah just fine. But eventually more settlers began to arrive, and Savannah's population started to swell. And eventually the new settlers had no choice but to press further and further south into the forest, and eventually Savannah's expansion comes into conflict with these grave sites out in the woods. And what happens then? Well, they of course try to inform the next of kin that they're building a road, a square, a house, a church. They will need to have their loved ones' graves relocated to a proper cemetery, perhaps even Colonial Park by this point. But in many instances, this does not happen because the next of kin can't be located. Perhaps they no longer live in Savannah, they've moved and settled elsewhere. Or perhaps they no longer live, period. Maybe the next of kin themselves have passed away, leaving no one to claim these graves. So what happens when Savannah's expansion comes into conflict with unclaimed graves out in the woods? Savannah just builds right on top of them, paves right over them. Incredibly enough, no further effort is made to relocate these graves. So yes, my friends, when we call Savannah, Georgia, a city built on its dead, we mean it in the very literal sense of that expression.
Alright, quick video. We're just starting our tour. It's still light out, but we're off to explore. There's about 26 people to start. There's like a cool bell over there.
Close to move in and on. The obvious remedy to this problem is to never allow your theater to go completely dark. And many theaters accomplish this using something they ironically call a ghost light. A ghost light is a single light that burns on the stage throughout the night, preventing the auditorium from ever going completely dark and thus ever becoming haunted. Or so the theory goes. I can tell you my own personal experience as a paranormal investigator, my friends, these ghost lights, they don't work with a damn. You find your own theater, you're going to find some ghosts hanging around. It's almost a given in the paranormal. The slave girl was found dangling from a noose from the second floor of the church in the slave court. Did it amount to suicide? Was she murdered by a member of the Sorrell family? Was she murdered by her fellow slaves who did not approve of her conduct being involved in an affair with Mr. Sorrell?
This building is cool. Acknowledge spirit, I say thank you for communicating with us. You indicated in the last recording that none of the relics inside the shop belong to you in life. Then why are you still here? And on playback, to answer that question, is an entire phrase in that same male voice. And this time it says, hey, come here you, haha.
You indicated nothing in the store belonged to you. So why are you here?
Rewind. Rewind again. Hey, come here you, haha. Okay? A couple of nights after that, I do another session, and that same male voice comes through a third time. This time it says, come inside. Now I'm officially skeeved out because I'm the one who has to be here 6 nights a week, right? It seems like these messages are intended for yours truly. But one does not become a paranormal investigator because you're a scaredy cat. You become an investigator to investigate. You try and understand these things. And as an investigator of the paranormal, the next logical step for me is going to be to go inside the shop during normal business hours. Go in and introduce myself. Tell them who I am, what I do. Play these recordings for them. Ask them if the shop is in fact haunted. I was going to do that last year, April 15th to be exact, speaking of taxes. Good old income tax day, right? After I mailed off my taxes, I was going to make a special trip up here to Arthur Smith Antiques. But before I did that, I decided to look them up online, find their phone number, and find out what their hours of operation were. And when I called, I found out they were actually closed. They'd had some storm damage, and they were closed for repairs. So I did not get a chance to go inside the shop on the 15th of April. But what was very interesting to me was directly beneath the phone number for Arthur Smith Antiques. The very next link down in my Google search results was a link to an obituary from here in Savannah for one Arthur Smith Jr. of Savannah from way back in 2008. And I'm like, interesting. Arthur Smith Antiques, Arthur Smith Jr.'s 2008 obituary. I wonder if there's a relation. I'm not going to hold my breath because
because Smith is probably the most common surname in the United States, right? But maybe there's a relation. Savannah is, after all, a small town. I clicked on the obituary, and I very quickly learned that the Arthur Smith Jr., who passed away back in 2008, was in fact the Arthur Smith Jr. of Arthur Smith Antiques. He owned the shop for nearly 50 years. It was his pride and joy. He was a well-known, respected antique dealer here in Savannah. I also read into his obituary, and I learned that his nickname is Artie. And most interestingly of all, I learned that the anniversary of Artie's death is coming up in just 3 nights, on the 18th of April. Artie passed away on the 18th of April, 2008. And as luck would have it, Patrick did a tour run on the 18th of April, 2017. Oh yeah, you better believe we stopped here to do an EVP session that night. Yes, many people believe if you have a haunted location and you are there on the anniversary of a significant moment in somebody's life, in this instance, the anniversary of his death, that it will be easier, for whatever reason, spirit will be more prone to initiate communication with you on that significant anniversary. That's the theory, and we're going to put that theory to the test on my tour on the 18th of April. And the resulting recording we got that night, my friends, was nothing short of incredible. In the recording that I make, I address Artie out loud. I say, we're here on a very special night, the anniversary of the passing of the man who once owned the shop. I go on to ask Artie, do you have a message that you would like me to deliver to your family? I'm with God, is the response.
This is the anniversary of the death of the original owner of the shop, Arthur Smith. Do you want me to give a message to your family, the current owners of the shop?
Here to slow down. I'm with God. Saltwater, eh? So there you have it, my friends, the iconic Mercer House of Savannah. People ask me all the time, does Jim's sister still live there? She does indeed. That is her bedroom directly upstairs from Jim's study on the second floor with the curtains closed on it. And occasionally while I'm running my tour, people look over there and they notice somebody peeking out from behind the curtains at us. Sometimes the bedroom light is on and you can count the silhouette behind the curtains while she's standing there, which is really creepy. On Saturday, July 7th, 2018, we were in Calhoun Square and we are overlooking the house at 432 Abercorn, the Benjamin J. Wilson house. Good evening. Will the spirits of Calhoun Square come forth and communicate with us tonight? Spirit, are you with us this evening? Spirit, can you identify yourself? Can you tell us your name, Spirit? Whoa. I think we got something. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to add a little bit of amplification to this section of audio that I've highlighted there where I think the EVP is occurring. I'm only doing this because we don't have headphones and we have a larger group. We're outside here. Speakers aren't the best on the tablet here, but you can see I've highlighted that section. All I've done is I've added 2 levels of amplification to it to make it easier for us to hear. And let's back up and let's see what's in there. Let's see if you hear what I hear. Can you tell us your name, Spirit? I don't know. That's what I hear too. Can you tell us your name, Spirit? I don't know. That's sad. Can you tell us your name, Spirit? Spirit, how long have you been here? At one point, it goes out of frame here for just a moment, and then it reappears a moment later, just here in a second.
Why you gotta do that?
Here's your jump scare. I warned you. I told you it was coming. Ladies and gentlemen, this portion of the tour has been brought to you by... Although it's too late for that, right?
Okay, we finished the ghost tour. Now it's just us walking on the way back. This was the square that we did the EVP with the tour and heard something. We keep going. Alright, we're out on the third day walking to breakfast. This is Orleans Square.
Good morning.
Alright, so we originally tried to go to Goose Feathers, and it was completely crowded, a huge long, so we went to the Coffee Fox here on day 3. My iced mocha latte is actually very good. Sophie likes the cold brew. Why, more coffee flavor or what?
It's more bitter.
Oh. I don't know if we got to wipe out.
Brush it off. You're okay.
Poor kid. Now we just can look for a cool place to eat this, probably out of the square. So we'll look for a cool place to eat. Got a puppy.
I feel you guys see her feet drinking on top. That's where I live up there. I said, Mom, Dad, that's why I said, Mom,
Let's see where we're at, if this helps us at all. I think I hear the water, don't you? Yeah. Okay, let's show what we got. It's like an egg and cheese, what'd they call it? Collage?
Yeah.
Everything, a bagel thing, and something with sausage in it. Prohibition Museum.
An untimely death to thousands of our fellow citizens. The number is too high to bear, exceeding all those destroyed by war, pestilence, fire, flood, and famine.
They're working this steel day and night. You see that barrel of mass right there? It's about ready to run. I'm gonna put it in that steel right there, get that fire just right. This thump will go to thump. That creek water comes down right there and hits that copper core. Should come out of there 120 proof. Well, that's looking good right there, but I tell you what, if you get caught with that 120 proof, you pay a fine.
Hey, do you think we'll see anything from the, yeah.
It's amazing. Yeah.
They can't see me, but I can see them. Nice. On our way back from the Prohibition Museum to go get Remy. Okay, we're headed out on day 3 on Sunday, around 1 o'clock, with Remy. She's probably got to poop. Look at this beautiful park that you can go poop in. Whoa, quick. It's like, okay. Hey. You like that dog? How do they know Remy is nice? Oh. Alright, here we are at dinner, day 3. Here's our food. First impressions are it looks good. And the dumplings are good. Okay, we just finished dinner. We have a little bit of time to kill before our ghost tour meetup at the bar. So we're gonna walk around the square and then maybe go to the bar early. This is Chippewa Square. So we're at Sixpence before our tour. So we got double Grand Marniers. Okay, we're on the ghost tour. Yeah.
Wagaween. That's an English coffee, not an American.
Oh yeah.
I would say yes, but do anything.
24 squares from the get-go. He was a philanthropist, he was a Renaissance man, a man of the people, and he really had such a big influence on Savannah. So he designed the 24 squares, he made up the laws, he had this vision because he had a good friend who died in Gettysburg and he wanted more. He may have been ill, but nobody knew it. So I'm sure he's haunting Billy's right now. Billy's place upstairs. So he owned this from 1984, and there have been a lot of paranormal experiences here. Every book written about Savannah paranormal experience, every television show that has come has interviewed Billy, and he was sort of a ladies' man, dirty old man, and he also was like, you know, kind of a rough guy, and yeah, whatever. But yet, if he was interviewed, he would tell that he has had. Oh my God. The cemetery is open. It's never open. It closes
It closes at 8.
8 o'clock. But it is open. Highly unusual. It's freaking me out. I say we go inside. But anyway, this is where we get a lot of sightings right here, okay? So point your camera this way, take several pictures of the same sighting. I have to go in here. This is so creepy. Creepy. So we get a coming from that area too. Just keep those cameras going. Let's go inside the cemetery. So the only thing we have to worry about is the police. I see the police coming that way. We just
I'll be lookout. You guys just go on in.
Yeah.
Stay here.
So into that hall here, we do get a lot of sightings coming up here. Usually these street lights are on, it's dark, and the gate is open.
know why A, it's not lit, and B, it's open.
We did see those blurbs of, remember we took pictures? We saw those blurbs of light. So. It's crazy because it's freaking playground.
Wanna go in?
No. This is good. In New Orleans, we saw stuff. We definitely did.
Yeah, we saw a lot of
on our phone.
A lot of orbs.
Not. But on our phone, it's pretty cool.
You guys found this here?
Yeah, this is my photo on our walk, but it's a live photo.
Yes, the day away. So you there?
So folks, this is the Kehoe House Inn. It's one of the top 5 historic inns in the nation. The original Kehoe home was that gray mansion right there with the flickering gas light that is now for sale. It is a private home. 5,600 square feet, $3.85 million, six bedrooms, 7 baths. Beautiful roof deck on top, lovely restored, beautiful original woodworks and stuff inside. Now, $3.85 million, come on, that's a 1-bedroom apartment in Manhattan. That's cheap for a mansion. Mansion on the square. So the Kehoe family. William Kehoe was young, Irish family, came over, he fought in the Civil War. Reynolds Square, and that is the famous Pink House restaurant. John Havisham Jr.'s family home. Famous Pink House restaurant right there.
Yeah.
So we chopped up the boulders, used them for building and lining our streets. The bricks that you see were laid by Irish. The Irish were the bricklayers for sure. That's right.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
I guess so, because my guy was like, wait.
Savannah
Gather around, folks, and have a seat.
Walking back after the ghost tour, walking back to our house by herself.
You can see all the people that are here. It's really...
If you see any people, they weren't there in real life. We're walking back after the ghost tour by herself, and this is the Chatham Square.
where Alice was hung by the tree. And our street name is Alice Street.
Oh.
It's supposed to be over here.
So you want to cut through the square?
But wasn't this where the dude was like